Hi guys, my name is Peter Perkison and I am studying Marine Electrotechnology down in the National Maritime College of Ireland, which is a branch of CIT, and I have just completed my third year. So I chose to study down in NMCI because I wanted to do an electrical course that was very practical and included a lot of travel, which this one absolutely does. The course itself is very unique and tailored to working at sea, hence is only taught down in the Maritime College, and part of the course is training to become an Electrotechnical Officer or ETO, and getting your certificate of competency is actually the real aim, provided that you pass your orals at the end of it all. Now, the campus itself, like the course, is very unique and well equipped with its labs, workshops and simulators, plus the fact that most of the lecturers down there have actually been to sea themselves, so they really do know what they're on about down here. And when I added all this up, my choice became obvious, and I picked this course over all my level 8 options on the CAO form. So what I enjoy most about the Marine Electrotechnology course is the practicality and the travel. So basically the same reasons on why I picked the course initially. From the start of the course, you're in the labs, the workshops and simulators using your hands right through until you're on the ship, following around an officer or a fitter learning on the job. Now, like in all courses, there is a bit of lectures and sitting around in front of whiteboards, but if you're like me, you'll get bored of that pretty quickly. But hey, I survived. So then once at sea, the travel side comes into it. Luckily for me, Princess Cruises offered me a cadetship in order to obtain my sea time. And while working with them over the past 6 months, I have been able to visit 10 different countries and over 50 different ports. But now bear in mind, while at sea, you are there to work, but you can also have a lot of fun doing it. So there are some aspects that are challenging about the course, one of which being the sea time, but I'll come back to that later. One of the first challenges of the course is actually first year, as you do have to do a lot of not very relevant modules, like mechanical workshop, tech drawing and AutoCAD, thermodynamics, the list is quite long. They are good skills to have, don't get me wrong, but they aren't relevant to the work you'll be doing at sea and the role you're becoming. And some people find it very annoying and frustrating trying to complete these modules, especially when they are being held back at the end of the year by them. But I wouldn't worry about that too much, because CIT do offer a lot of extra classes and support to help you get you over the line. So in my advice, please don't judge the course too early, as it does improve greatly once you're in. So, like I mentioned in the earlier question, I did get work placement with Princess Cruises, which is required by all students to get the necessary sea time for the COC aspect of the course. Thankfully, Princess Cruises is a great company to work for, as when arriving on the ship, you know nothing. You have no idea what you're doing, no idea who people are, and no idea where to go. And the crew on board was super helpful, guiding me all the way, and they understand the problem that you are a cadet and you don't know anything. And if you did have any problems with the training, you just shoot off an email to either the company liaison or the college liaison officer, and usually you got the response very quickly. For work on board, I was paired with either an officer and a fitter, and basically I started off just following them around, learning the job off them, and as my skill and the level of trust got greater, so did the amount of responsibility I was given. But you do have to bear in mind that you are only a cadet, and there is a level to the responsibility they can give you because you aren't qualified. And on top of this training, you have a training record book which outlines the tasks that you need to complete on ship, or at least ask how you do them if you can't do them because the type of your ship. It's almost like homework, if you'd like. You just have to write reports about tasks that you've done, which will get checked in 4th year, so hopefully mine are up to scratch now. Most of the companies will give you a day off a week to catch up on this college work. But definitely while out at sea, you do get to do and see some amazing things. For instance, one of the cruises that I was on up in Alaska took you right into Glacier Bay. So you'd be fixing stuff up in the battery room, staring at the huge glaciers. Or even on the ship I just got off, that we had a late departure in Hawaii, so in the afternoons I went surfing, or one day I went hiking up to the waterfalls in the forest. So back to that question about challenges now. What is it like to go to sea? It's one of the most commonly asked questions. Now, it is a very difficult question to answer because everyone actually handles being away differently, and you don't really know how you're going to handle it until you're out there, which is a little bit late. But I can offer some advice. Firstly, make sure you call home regularly, because you would be amazed what phone numbers your folks can get a hold of, and trust me, some of them you don't want your parents ringing. Secondly, when you're out there, you encounter a lot of different cultures, and sometimes getting to know people can be difficult because you don't know, they may not be what you usually deal with back in Ireland. But try. Don't isolate yourself in your cabin, because it would make for a very, very long contract. And thirdly, when you do get your day off ashore, make the most of it, because you will be in some of the best places. You'll get to see things you'll never think you've seen before. But you'll get more on this subject once you're in the course and preparing to go to sea. The lecturers won't let you go out empty-handed and not prepared. So yes, I definitely do have some advice for the Leaving Cert students. Firstly, don't pick the course because of its points and the points you have. So basically, if the course is 500 points and you have 500 points, doesn't mean you have to do the course. Pick the course that appeals to you. Secondly, please stick first year if you do attempt this course, because it does improve greatly and it does become extremely relevant in second year. And thirdly, you probably hear this all the time from everyone, but this is one of the courses that you'll get as much out as you want to put in. So basically, if you don't show interest or any willingness to learn, then don't expect officers or fitters to teach you on ship, because at the end of the day, they're there to work. And this also goes for while in college with the lecturers. Don't be afraid to ask questions or seek advice. If you're stuck, just ask. They are there to help.